Welcome back to Cherry Picking Fantasy Hockey Podcast presented by Owner's Box. Today, you guys asked for some deep streamers, and that's what we're giving you, some deep streamers. Right, Drew?
These are streamers for the week of Saturday, October 23rd to Friday, October 29th. Happens to coincide with the Owner's Box Contest of the Week, which starts Saturday. So use promo code NHL10 for a free entry into that.
Yeah, build a lineup and win some cash.
Yeah, these are the guys we think that you can put in your lineup on Owner's Box and also stream in your season-long leagues.
Yes. First off, though, sponsor, Manscaped. Code BOX gets you 20% off and free shipping.
Yep.
All right, so we each picked 3 streamers. Now, I picked a goalie, a defenseman, and a forward. What'd you do?
I went 2 forwards and a goalie.
Okay. So
let's start a bonus goalie.
Let's start with goalies.
Okay.
So goalie is very important on Owner's Box. Also very important in season long.
Yep.
Streaming goalies can obviously, the first thing you might look at is, okay, I only have 1 goalie game. I need another goalie.
Yeah.
And on Owner's Box, the scoring system works. You pick 2 goalies. So goalies are very important on Owner's Box. So this is actually a very important stream.
Yep.
Drew, who'd you go with?
I went with Carolina Hurricanes goalie Antti Raanta. His 2 matchups projected for the upcoming week are the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Chicago Blackhawks. So 2 teams that have been kind of struggling out of the gate. I mean, the Blue Jackets aren't struggling out of the gate. The Blackhawks are. The Blue Jackets just aren't a very good team on paper. On Owner's Box, he's a minimum, or almost minimum, $10,400 per game for 2 starts at $20,800. I think the Hurricanes are going to win both these games. So if you play in a points league, it's a great pickup. Available pretty much everywhere, only 3% owned in season-long leagues.
Yeah, and I think you hit it there. The matchups, I am a little worried that Carolina doesn't go with those matchups just because they're kind of like a 50-50 team.
I think those are both on the backside of a back-to-back. So I'm assuming Freddie would start the first one.
I'm not too sure if they're back-to-back. I don't think they are because I've looked into this matchup. I think, though, it's pretty safe to assume that he'll get that first start against, who'd you say there? Columbus. But after that, I think if he has a really good game, Carolina has been known to ride the hot hand, but I still don't think it's bad, though. Obviously, the middle matchups for that week are pretty rough.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're getting that first matchup, which is key.
Exactly.
I went with someone who's been shocking everyone. From the Buffalo Sabres, I went Craig Anderson.
This is a risky pick, Jeremy.
Yes, I know. But $10,000, close to minimum. He's got the Devils and Ducks this week.
Yeah.
Now, Devils are missing Jack Hughes. He's got a separated shoulder. I really do like these matchups. I think Buffalo could get a win in at least one of those matchups.
They've been hot.
And at $10,000 a game, I don't see really the risk here.
What's his ownership in season long?
9% roster.
Oh,
so you could definitely stream this guy in season long for the week. I think it's a smart move, to be honest. I don't think that it's crazy. Obviously, Buffalo is going to fall down to earth. But I think these 2 games are winnable.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go with my first forward here. It's Jonathan Dahlin of the San Jose Sharks, 3% owned in season long, and a minimum salary of $3,500 per game on Owner's Box with 3 matchups against the Bruins, the Predators, and the Canadiens. 3 matchups that do not scare me. And what's really great about Jonathan Dahlin is his current role. First line with Meyer and Couture, and first power play. I mean, at 3% owned and a minimum salary for a first power play player who's actually been pretty good recently. I think this is a player that you could stream this week and then maybe even consider keeping if the week goes well.
I do agree. I think he's a streamer. And what did you say that ownership percentage was?
3%.
Insane. I have in the Dynasty League, we talked about it, but he's getting the opportunity here. He has 2 goals this year. Hey, he can stay on that first line, and if he does, then he's valuable in any format.
Yep. Kind of a little nugget here. This has nothing to do with fantasy, but on NHL 22, 66 overall. Feels a little disrespectful to Jonathan Dahlin.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let's get into your first forward.
I actually love this pick. This is my favorite pick, and it's Corey Perry of the Lightning. He is making the jump to the first line with Kucherov news. It's going to be their first game Saturday from learning that Kucherov is going on the long-term injured reserve, which means this is going to be the first look at Perry on the first line. They got 4 games this week. That's pretty crucial in Owner's Box. You're getting a guy for 4 games at minimum.
On a first line.
He is minimum $3,500 a game. They have 2 juicy matchups out of those 4 against Buffalo and Arizona. 2% rostered in season long. He is definitely a pickup, a stream for season long this week with the 4 games. This is a great pick overall. Any format. I mean, obviously not 8 or 10 man, I don't think, but
No.
owner's box and season long, probably like 12 man, even 12 man. I'm picking him up. This is a good streamer this week. It's a great streamer. It'll be interesting how he does in that first game, but I think that they at least give him, 2 or 3 games in that line 1 to figure things out.
Also, a big part of owner's box scoring plus minus, also for your season-long category leagues, playing on that first line, like that's with Hedman on defense and Point on the ice, he's going to get some plus if not anything else. It's going to be a liability, right?
That's a great point. Owner's box is plus minus, +2 for a plus. That's huge against Buffalo and Arizona.
Yep. Love that pick. My second forward here, Anton Lindell, rookie center for the Florida Panthers, 3% owned in season long, also minimum on owner's box, 3,500 with 4 matchups. His 4 matchups are Flyers, Coyotes, Bruins, and Red Wings. Really like those Red Wings and Coyotes matchups. Even the Flyers, really, they usually have a pretty high scoring game. Role right now, third line center, second line power play, first line penalty kill. Not the most ideal role, but he's getting like 17 minutes of ice time a game. And you know what? Some sneaky value in owner's box scoring is that he's great for blocks on the penalty kill, and he's great for plus minus. He's essentially what the Florida Panthers have done here with their 12th overall pick in the 2020 draft is they have got Barkov 2.0, right? This is the next Barkov. He plays on the same team as Barkov. It's kind of like a mini Barkov. Also Finnish, all-round player, very gritty. He's going to give you the floor with the blocks and the plus minus in your categories and owner's box. Even a chance for some points. He had 2 points the other night, actually.
I think that he's been talked about a lot. I think this is a good pick. We talk about Sam Reinhart getting bumped down to the third line, which gives him a little boost, I think. I don't think it's bad. I think we get to see sort of a new mix. They look good the first game together. Look, I mean, the blocks, getting those points, like those kind of like hits and blocks categories on owner's box, you'll take them, right?
Yeah.
You need to take those. What'd you say he was minimum?
A minimum.
Minimum.
3% owned in season long.
I think it's a great minimum option. I really do.
Yeah, who else do you have?
Okay, last guy here. I'm going Cam Fowler.
Okay.
The Anaheim Ducks. Not the prettiest pick, 9% rostered in season long, 3,700 on owner's box, but a lot of people have been sort of seeing that Fowler is actually playing more on the power play than Jamie Drysdale right now.
Wow.
I think that they're actually working in Drysdale to that power play. Cam Fowler has been good. I don't see them sort of just giving them the keys this week and being like, oh, Drysdale, you could take the power play this for the entire week. Take complete control. No one has complete control of this power play. Cam Fowler has looked good on the power play. He's been productive on the power play. I think he sticks there this week. This is why this is a great play. He's got 3 games this week. Go pick him up as your defenseman.
Okay, I like it. The other thing, though, with Cam Fowler is you think of him as an extremely offensive defenseman for some reason, but he's not. No. But any defenseman on the first power play, we love to see that, especially at a near minimum salary. I wanted to give out a couple other players. These are players that are kind of more highly owned in season long, but they're also great plays in owner's box, and it's Vitek Vanek.
Yeah.
And Anthony Mantha of the Washington Capitals. Incredible matchups this week. I know for sure they have an Ottawa and Arizona matchup on tap for Vanek. That looks great at a near minimum salary. And then I believe they have 2 other pretty juicy matchups. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. But yeah, get some Washington Capitals into your lineup this week. And those guys, about 65% owned in season long, they might be available if you play in a shallower league. So grab those guys to stream this week.
All right. That's 6 streamers and a couple bonus picks. Make sure you drop below who you're streaming and let us know who you're picking on Owner's Box. Also, join the Discord, send your lineup, we'll critique it, we'll say what to change or what we think you should change. We'll also be sending in our lineup Saturday morning for everyone to review.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.